What was your favorite Disney-themed show or parade from the last time or the past few visits that you've seen during your visit to Disneyland Resort Paris? On this video of my favorite Disneyland Paris memories video series on my YouTube channel, it's all about the shows and parades from my past few visits at Disneyland Resort Paris, including the ones from my 2018 visit. Check it out. So a little quick reminder to all of my viewers and subscribers. This is going to be the last of my Disneyland Paris memories videos leading up to the anniversary of Disneyland Resort Paris on April 12th, which opened its gates back in 1992. So thanks so much for watching my Disneyland Resort Paris memories videos on my channel. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed for my next future Disneyland Paris visit, hopefully to celebrate the park's 30th anniversary, which will go on for the next 17 months up to September 2023. So I've still got time. With that said, let's begin. First things first, let's start off with the shows side of my past few visits to Euro Disney. Starting things off with probably some of the shows that took place in Central Plaza outside Main Street, USA. One of my favorite shows that I enjoy watching as a kid. The first one took place at probably in 2009 during Mickey's Magical Party celebration, and it was called It's Party Time with Mickey and Friends, and we basically get to see Mickey Mouse in his best glittery silver type kind of suit, I think, and dancing in joining in some of your favorite Disney characters like Tigger, Peter Pan, and Baloo, and so many other characters in store and joining in the party. With that show, it brings me back all the memories. And during the New Generation Festival in 2010, the second of my favorite shows from 2010, it has to be the Showtime Spectacular, where again you sing and dance along to all of your favorite Disney songs, joining in Mickey and the gang, and a host of other Disney characters like Lilo and Stitch, The Incredibles, the guys from Monsters Incorporated, and Remy and Emile from, of course, Ratatouille, the film which is celebrating its 15th anniversary this year. It was just a lot of fun. It was so much fun. And I wish that show would go on a little longer. But what can I say? It's Disneyland Paris. They have different celebrations, different Disney-themed celebrations. And now to my last visit in 2018 during the 25th anniversary celebration, which went on until September 2018 from March 2017. And another favorite show, it had to be Happy Anniversary Disneyland Resort Paris, where we explored the many different sites of fantasy and fun, like from Main Street USA to Adventureland to Discoveryland, probably Fantasyland as well, and joining in all of your favorite Disney characters from those 5 lands of fantasy and fun. If you haven't seen the video on my YouTube channel yet, I put a link down in the description, as well as my Disneyland Paris playlist, so be sure to see it all for yourselves. And one more thing before I mention it, here are some of the shows that took place at the Walt Disney Studios park, probably during my last visit, and first time in 8 years. I'm starting things off with a show taking place during the Marvel Summer of Superheroes. It was one of the shows which was titled the Stark Expo. It's a little hard to describe it, but you see a few of your favorite Marvel superheroes from the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Loki and Black Widow and Spider-Man. Here's a little clip. Here are a few snippets from that show if you haven't seen them yet.
You're breaching it out! Get him out of this!
I said, Neil! Look! Up there!
Spider-Man!
This Rona! I'm a big fan! Not now!
Right now, it's all Play-Doh. Yes! Woo! Woo! Again, the full video is in the description as well as my YouTube playlist. And the final show that I want to mention in the Studios Park, it had to be the Motor Action Stunt Show Spectacular. It's basically a show where you get to see all the stunts from the stunt team. Let's say an action adventure movie where there's a car chase scene getting chased by people in motorcycles, and they're stunt professionals and probably doubles, a stunt double, as they say in Hollywood, where they are set on fire, like they're not actually set on fire because this is Hollywood. And near the end of the show, after going through the production process, you get to see the full thing on a giant screen in the middle of that probably stadium or arena, whatever they call it, probably a studio. Near the end of the show, you get to see a really big explosion. I recorded a slow motion video so that I wouldn't miss out. So here's Exhibit A. And yes, those were my favorite shows from Disneyland Resort Paris. And next, on to the parades. And let's start off the parade section of this video with one parade which was taking place in 2007 during the park's 15th anniversary. And a parade, it's very hard to remember how the parade happened, like when I saw the parade at the age of 7. It was called Fantalusion, and the only float I can remember from once the video, an old video camera that we owned with where the sound wasn't so good enough, it was muffled, if you know what I mean by that. The only float I can remember is the logo on the first float, where Mickey Mouse lit up the first float with lights, and it's basically all things of Disney magic. And I can't remember any of the other floats that passed by from Fantasyland up to Main Street USA. That's where we were sat down on Main Street USA. I think I'm running out of words. And then after the Fantalusion parade, there was the fireworks show that took place at nighttime. It probably left us in complete amazement. And I think the same thing goes for the new Disney Illuminations extravaganza, which I haven't seen, but saw the clips on YouTube and on Disney Plus. It's very hard to remember what Fantalusion was and how wonderful it was that it put a smile on my face. Yeah, I only saw one clip of it in my old video library. Here's the next parade that I saw during my last visit to Euro Disney, and it was called the Disney Stars on Parade, that premiered during the park's 25th anniversary in 2017, and it's still happening. It's been 5 years since that parade started, and it's still going on. I don't know how long it's going to go on for. Probably like a very long time. I don't know. But it was a really great parade, seeing lively new floats and starting things off with Mickey and Minnie and the rest of the gang in a mechanical float made out of yellow and gold. It's very hard to describe what the floats looked like, but I especially loved the fire-breathing dragon that went with all of the floats, because Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, she transformed herself into a fire-breathing dragon, and I can remember the fire coming out of the dragon's mouth. It was amazing. And the final float, out of all the floats that I've seen throughout the parade, it was a Frozen float, where at the front of it we see Olaf riding a model of Sven, whilst at the back of the float we see the two sisters, Anna and Elsa, and we get to see tiny bits of snow falling down from that float. That's pure Disney magic and pure Disney Frozen magic. And I think that's why Frozen is such a great movie franchise, because of the success and the music and so on. And basically after the parade was coming to an end, we sat down waiting for the others to pass by. That is, the Disney visitors and the fans who visited Disneyland Paris, I don't know. And to finish off the parade side of the video, I gotta say my all-time favorite parade, it was the Once Upon a Dream parade. It was just wonderful, and the theme song that went with it, called Just Like We Dreamed It, it was one of my favorite Disneyland Paris songs that you get to hear on repeat from Main Street USA, and I don't know, it's really hard to remember all the floats that I've seen throughout the parade. I've seen it many times. It was just wonderful. And I did also record a few videos using another one of my old video cameras that we don't own anymore. Yeah, I can never stop thinking about Once Upon a Dream Parade. If you haven't seen any of those videos yet, like the Once Upon a Dream Parade, the Stars on Parade, and so on, all the links are in the description below. Yeah, so many Disneyland Paris memories, and the same goes for the shows and the parades that I've seen throughout the past years. And so many years later, it is very special to see Disney Stars on Parade for its 5th year and during its 30th anniversary celebration, which we're getting so close to. Again, the 12th of April this year, and it opened its gates in 1992. I really want to make some more memories the next time we go to Euro Disney. And that concludes my final Disneyland Paris memories video on my YouTube channel. If you missed any of my Disneyland Paris coverage, be sure to click all the links down in the description. And you can see Disneyland Paris YouTube playlists like the one from my 2018 visit and the 30th anniversary YouTube playlist with some of my favorite highlights from Euro Disney. And if you like what you just seen, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe today, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on new videos. And you can follow me on Instagram at SebSanford, link in description. And if you're planning to go to Disneyland Paris in the future, probably in the spring season or the summertime season and the autumn season and so on, be sure to book your tickets right now at DisneylandParis.com, or link is in the description. And I think that's about it. That's a wrap. And thank you so much for watching this video with me. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hope my Euro Disney Paris dreams come true, probably once it's safe enough to travel to France again. And I'll see you on another video.